Hello. For this webcast, I'm going to focus on adding a new connection to the ChildConnect system. The first thing you want to do is log into ChildConnect, and you're going to see the following menu items: dashboard, inquiries, messages, connections, account information, user information, resources, documents, and help. To add a new connection, there's two different ways you can go about doing it. One is you could just select connections from the menu here, or you could hit a quick link and add a new connection here. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to select the connections menu. When I select the connections menu, you'll notice that we've got the connections table, which shows you the current people who are set up in ChildConnect: the child, the adoptive parent, the birth parent, the connection name you've given it, the status, and then if you want to view it, the connection. To add a new connection, you simply click on the Add New Connection button. The first thing you're going to do in setting up a new connection is you're going to put the information in about the child. So I'm going to go ahead and put some information in about the child. And for this demonstration purposes, we're going to name this child Bill Smith. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Bill Smith. I'm going to put the gender of the child and the date of birth. So born on June 1st. Now you've got optional fields in here in terms of their middle name. You can select their profile image if you've got a picture of the child. If you're tracking with your agency a child ID, you can put it there, or any comments you want with that connection. The connection's name will be the first and last name of the child. The type of adoption it is, you can semi-open, open, closed. Do you want to enable messaging between the adoptive parents and between the birth parents? The finalization date, the placement dates if you have them, and then the payments in terms of billing the agency or billing the adoption agency, and the contract duration. So I'm going to leave these default for right now and select continue. The next thing we're going to do is put in the information about the adoptive parents. And for the purposes, we'll put in the status. They're a married couple. The agency is the CARES agency. They're online, which means they'll be uploading pictures online. If you select offline, then you would be assuming that they would be sending the agency pictures, which you would be scanning in and then would be uploading to this account. Majority of the accounts, adoptive parents that are set up, are online. So what I'm going to do is put in the first name here of the adoptive parents. I'm going to put in Mary Smith, female, her address, state, phone number, and then do I want to be able to preview life books for any of the life books that are created by this adoptive parent? For right now, I'm going to say no, and then also preview email. If you'd like to preview, in other words, have the ability to review it before it gets sent to the birth parent, you can select it here. I'm going to go ahead and put their contact primary email address, which for purposes I'll use a demo account. And this is going to be their default user ID as well as their email address that you're going to be contacting them at. If they do not have an email address, you can say generate email, and that will automatically create an email address for them. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the spouse information. Date of birth is not mandatory. I'm going to copy the address from the left-hand side. Okay, and you'll notice here that it automatically fills in the username as their default email contact information, and then the password. If you have their social security number for purposes of security, if they call and want to reset a password, you can capture that information here. You'll notice these boxes here going down the side. By default, any box that you select, this information will be shown to the birth parents. So if you select no boxes, none of this information, then the birth parents will not see any of this information. So I'm going to go ahead and select the first name. Go ahead and hit continue. On the birth parent side, I'm going to select the status. I'm going to say I've got a chance here. I can say it's a single parent, married, divorced, or a partner. Or I can also select a past birth parent from ChildConnect if I've already worked with that birth parent before. So for simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and select a birth parent. And I'm going to select Judy Jackson. You'll notice it fills in her information. So she's a returning birth parent. It's already filled in her email address, etc. Now this is where I'm going to create the schedules for the child for the life books that are due. So first thing I'm going to do is create an annual life book. I'm going to say the due date of that life book is going to be every year. It's going to be first one's going to be due in June 2012. And I'm going to give the adoptive parents 45 days to fill out their pictures. It's going to be repeating because we're going to do it for annually. We want a life book for them to create a life book for the next 17 years. And I'm going to go ahead and create that. Hit create. And you notice the schedule now is filled in. So now the system is already going to track all of these life books. 45 days before the life book is due, it will notify the adoptive parents that they have to fill out their life book, and they will log in and then fill it out. Now I can do single life books, so I can say birth, for example, and I can say this one is going to be due the 29th, and people have 30 days, and go ahead and create that, the single one. And then I'm going to go ahead and create one that is a 3-month. And we'll make that due in October 3rd. Single. 45 days open. Go ahead and create that. And you'll notice here it's the birth book we just created is open. The system automatically opened it and told the parents that it will tell the parents that it's due. And then you've also got the 3-month book here, not created yet, and it's ready to go. So now we've created now that simple connection between the adoptive parents and the birth parents. Now you notice right away we created Bill Smith here. Mary Smith is the adoptive parent. Judy Jackson is the birth parent. Connection is Bill Smith. Their status is pending. As soon as you hit enable here, you will then send out a message to both parents with their user ID and welcome messages. So I'm going to hit enable. Emails have been sent, and now the system's set up to ready to go.